I wasn't quite sure if I was live there, but it looks like I am. Hi, you guys. It's been such a long time. So much has happened, but I'm back and I'm super excited and very grateful to be here and grateful for all of you guys who have been here to hang out with me. So today I'm actually vlogging, and my phone's about to die. Of course, I didn't plan this very well. I'm vlogging. I'm gonna go and do a try-on sesh at Target, and like a inside the dressing room kind of deal. Whoa, what is happening here? I have bangs now, which that's new. So I'm, like I said, so excited to be here with you guys. I'm gonna do a quick get ready with me. This is just everyday plus size beauty. And I had an idea. What if I decided to do Vlogmas? I know I've said I'm going to do it in years past and I failed miserably. But what if I did like Vlogmas Live? Instead of like doing a video that is like recorded and then I have to edit it and all that fun jazz, what if I just came on here and was live with you guys a couple of times a week during the month of December? I think that would be really cool. I know I've already missed like a whole week. Of course, like that's just me, right? Like never prepared for life, especially when it comes to Vlogmas or vlogs. I know it's terrible. So I thought that might be a really fun idea. I don't know that I see anybody doing Vlogmas live, like off the cuff, unedited. So I thought, why not be a trendsetter? Or if there is, then I just don't know of them doing it. So if there is, sorry, I'm not trying to steal your thunder. I just have not researched this. So, all right. So just a little bit of a serum. I'm going to go in with a moisturizer because it's in Indiana. My skin's really dry. It's really cold. It's actually snowing today, which is super exciting. These like little tiny baby hair guys have to go though, because they're really on my nerves. Little bit of Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped because my skin's really dry and dehydrated. I actually masked this morning using 2 different masks. So I used the Drunk Elephant 5-in-1 Bouncy Mask and then also the Honey Potion by Pharmacy, which is really, really good for my skin. It just quenches my skin when it's super dehydrated. So I see some people jumping on here. Hey guys! It's been so long. If you guys want to pop in where you are chatting from or where you're watching from, I would love to hear from you guys. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start off with this Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. If you guys haven't tried this, give it a try. It's actually incredible. It's really nice because you can use it for concealing. You can use it actually for touching up your makeup throughout the day. You can use it for actual foundation. I like to use it kind of center of the face, really kind of as my base, just because I have a lot of post-acne scarring that I like to cover up. So it's really nice. It's like 28 bucks, but it's double the size of a standard concealer, which is an incredible deal, you guys. So Beauty Blender, my dog chewed the bottom or the top of the sponge off. Isn't that terrible? What a little jerk. I love him anyway, though. He just can't help it. He's bad. So what have you guys been up to? Anything? I'm going to keep this live really light and fun and fresh, but life has been crazy for me. I'm not going to go into like the details of why, but there will be a video soon explaining why I've been gone for so long and where I've been and just like what's been going on in my life. So my kids are getting so big. I have a teenager and a tweenager. Isn't that crazy? You guys remember when my kids were so little? Now they're so big. And it's so sad and also so scary that they're so big and they're growing up in this crazy world. So scary. Okay, so then I've been actually using 2 different foundations and I've been mixing them together. And the ones that I've been using here recently is the Smashbox, the Studio Skin. I love this foundation. If you're looking for a really hydrating foundation that's not going to leave you looking dry and cakey and like you've got a thick layer of foundation on, but is also really hydrating, but not to the point to where it's going to make you look oily, this is what you're looking for. It's incredible. And then I've also been mixing it with a little bit of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I'm in the shade Y405. So I'm going to do like a pump and a half of the Makeup Forever. The Smashbox comes out in the pump size, puts out less product. So I'm just going to use probably about 3 pumps of the Smashbox. So just like that. And then I'm going to press it on my skin, whatever's left over on my hand. Grab a little bit on my brush. This is the Sephora Pro number 95. And just start to work it onto my cheeks. So you're going to notice that when I do my foundation, my preference is to just press the product in. And the reason why is because I want full coverage really quickly. I have a lot of post-acne scarring, and I just sometimes I'm self-conscious about it. And if I'm going to wear makeup, I want all of that scarring to be covered. So you'll notice that I'm going to go in and use pressing motions with a dense brush to build coverage quickly. And really that's a tip for you guys too. If you're looking for a product that's going to build coverage quickly for you, it's really not just in the product, it's more in your technique and the tools that you're using too. So definitely keep that in mind. That bristle just went straight in my nose. Gross. So then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender on the round end and just go in and build a little bit more coverage just wherever I feel like I want the coverage. So for me, just mostly on the cheeks. I'm going to do a little bit up on my forehead, but I like to work in sheer layers because you can get a fuller coverage look without having to use so much product or the product end up looking cakey in the end. So sheer layers, let it dry in between. It'll give you really great, beautiful coverage that will last you all day long, will be really long wearing for you, and won't look really heavy or cakey on your skin. And I've done videos before in the past. If you're struggling with your skin right now, or if you're struggling with your foundation, most likely it is not your foundation, it's most likely your skin. And typically, if you're getting cakey or makeup settling into your pores, or it's getting patchy, or it's kind of clinging to dry spots, go watch my alpha hydroxy acid video, because chances are that you need to exfoliate, and then also you need to just hydrate the crap out of your skin right now, because it's winter time and it's cold in most climates. And or in a lot of climates, I guess, not most climates. It's cold in a lot of climates, and the heat is on, and the heat and that dry air is just going to dry your skin out. So check that video out if you are interested. Ooh, wrong end. If you're interested in how you can remedy that for your skin. So now I'm using a little bit of NARS. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the color Biscuit. I love this because it just helps to get rid of any like dark circles under my eyes. And it's also a little bit brightening as well. And then I'm just going to use it a little bit down the center of my face. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I'm looking into the mirror here. I'm trying to continue to look in the viewfinder, or in my phone, but that's kind of difficult when you're doing your makeup. So just like that. So right down the center of my face. I'm going to do this and go in with my Beauty Blender. A Beauty Blender's automatically going to pick up a lot of your product. So that's why sometimes you'll see people, you can go a little bit heavier with your concealer under the eye if you're wanting a fuller coverage, because the Beauty Blender is automatically going to pick up any excess product that you might have put on your skin. So that's why I don't worry too much if I'm using a Beauty Blender. Now if I'm using a brush, and I'm not going to go in with a Beauty Blender after I use my brush, I will go in with way less product, because a brush is always going to put down more product and keep the product down. So this is a little bit of Shape Tape from Tarte. I'm going to do it down the center of my face because I'm back to that, like loving that really bright under eye in the center of the face. I go through these periods where I want like a really bright under eye and then periods when I don't. Right now, I'm loving it. I don't know what it is. It's typically like summertime. It's typically winter time when I really like that really bright center of the face. So just going in, blending everything really, really well. I'm going to flip it over and use the other side. Because the other side has a little bit of foundation on it. So in the areas where I don't want it to be so bright, the foundation mixing with the concealer is going to help to lighten it up a little bit. So just like that. And then of course I've got to do bronzer, and bronzer will help to kind of calm everything so it doesn't look so crazy and intense. So here recently I've really been loving this Wet n Wild. It's the Color Icon bronzer. It's actually not really a bronzer. It's more, it's actually a dupe for the, what is it? The Hourglass. I think it's the Dim Light. So I've been using this lately in the center of my face, and it gives me like the most beautiful radiance to the center of my face. I love it. So I'm just taking the brush. I'm going to pop this here on the center of the face. And I love it. It's a very finely milled powder. Typically, I can't use powders under my eyes just because I'm getting older. I'm mid-30s now. When did that happen? But anyway, I'm mid-30s now, so I typically don't love to use a ton of powder under my eyes. But this one, actually, my makeup stays really well when I use it. So, been loving that. It's really great. I don't know if it's out there in the world still, but if it is, I'll try to see if I can't find a link to it. And if it is, I'll link to it down below so you guys can pick it up. I see some people hopping on and some people thumbsing up. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me today. So this is the Sephora collection. This is their Micro Smooth Foundation. I use the color number 60 Deep. And I use it to warm up the perimeter. Just give me some depth and dimension to my skin. For some reason, I'm having an issue with the volume button always coming on my phone too. Do any of you guys have that problem? And then this brush is a Japanesque. It doesn't even have a name on it, but it's like a Japanesque blush brush that I've been using and I really love. So just warming up my skin. Would you guys also like to see I know some of you guys are going to be watching this on a replay later on, but leave me your comments down below. I created a contour video, gosh, probably, man, it's probably been 5 or 6 years ago now. Would you guys like to see an updated contour video? Because when I did that video, I was just kind of, I mean, I've always done makeup. I've done makeup since I was 15 years old. I was always the girl that did all the makeup on her friends, but now I do obviously work in the beauty industry and do it professionally. So if you guys would like to see a video on how to properly contour a plus size or round face now, like an updated version, leave me a comment below and let me know what you guys think. So this is Clinique Cheek Pop, and this is in Ginger Pop. I love this color. It's gorgeous. These are really soft. They go on like butter on the skin. They have a little bit like of a radiance or a glow to them. I love them. You guys should definitely check those out if you haven't already. They're incredible blushes. And it looks like my daughter has my Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette out here, so I will guess I'll just use that for highlight. Actually, I'm going to use Daydream. So I'm going to use this color here because I already have like a peachy blush on. I'm going to use, I like to use this more of like a blush topper. So I'll use Daydream here on the top of my cheeks just to give me a little bit of a glow, but really to be more of like a topper to my blush. Oh yes, I love that. So pretty. Great. And then I always just like to take my beauty blender over the top just to make sure everything's really blended. I don't want any harsh lines of demarcation. That's not a great look. So let's do some brows. The pencil I've been loving lately is this one from Lancome, and it actually is a powder pencil brush. So it actually has powder in here. The color I've been using is Sable. My eyebrows need to be done so bad. So I'm just gonna take this guy, kind of pop it there where at the front of my eyebrows here. They're super sparse. So that's why I love this pencil, because it's softer. It doesn't look crazy harsh. And then I just take this spoolie and go through, run it through the brows just to soften everything. Same thing here on this side, except for this side isn't quite as sparse in the front. I feel like this side is more sparse in the tail for some reason. And I have bangs now, so I don't really have to do a ton with my eyebrows, but I definitely like want them to match and be even, which they don't look like they're trying to be even and matched today, but that's fine. I think this side is just, it's more sparse, so it doesn't quite look as even as this side does. I always have to fill this side in more than I do the other side. It almost looks like it's trying to arch in a weird way over here in the viewfinder, but when I look at it in real life, it looks okay. I don't know. I think so. I'm actually headed to Target, and I've been vlogging all week, you guys. I'm on a mission to get back into this YouTube thing. I really do miss it. The whole reason why I started doing YouTube is because after I had my second daughter, I was just kind of feeling, just not feeling myself. And I wanted like a creative outlet where I could do something that I love, and just have a creative outlet to just have fun and do something that I love. So that's why I started this whole YouTube thing, and I really miss it. I really, like, it sounds crazy, but like, you know, with everything that was going on with my mom, it really kind of put a damper on it, just because I felt like, you know, when somebody in your life is struggling to just live, making YouTube videos about like beauty and fashion just seems like it's like the least important thing. So I don't know, it just made me feel really bad about focusing on materialistic things, or things that just, you know, they just didn't seem important to me at that time, but it is very important to me, and this is like a creative outlet for me, and I really enjoy doing it, so I want to get back into it as a way to like take my mind off of the hard things that go on, you know, just missing my mom. So that's why I really want to get back into it. It's really important to me. So I'm just going to do a really quick eye. This is actually an eye that I've been wearing like every single day. And the reason why is because it's super fast. Very easy to create, really fast. And not a lot of like thought goes into creating this eye. So it's using the Tartelette Toasted palette. Love this palette. It's beautiful. And you guys are going to see, I actually don't even use an eyeshadow primer. I just put my concealer over my eyes, and that's what I use to prime my eyelids. So, and I don't set it. I just go in and let it be a little bit of like a sticky base, because it actually helps my my eyeshadow to stay on better. So the color I'm using here is called Cashmere, And I'm using on a Sephora. This is a Sephora brush that I got in a kit, and it's like a rounded crease brush. So I have a smaller lid space. I have a smaller crease. So I don't have a ton of room to use like a really big fluffy brush. And I think that's a misconception that you see a lot on YouTube, is that you need like this really big fluffy brush to go in and define your crease, or to even like start with contouring your eye. Well, that's not the case. You really need to use a brush that's going to fit the feature of your face. Not everybody's face or eye shape or eye real estate is the same. So what I like to do is go in and use a smaller, fluffier brush to go in and build my crease. And then I'll use, this is a Sigma Diffuse Crease E38. It doesn't have any product on it. And then I'll go in with this just to kind of go in and get rid of any harsh lines. So the color that I was using there was called Cashmere. I'm going to do a little bit here, more in this like very outer corner. Same on this side. My phone is gonna die if I don't hurry. So same here on that side. And as you can see, that's like a really good start. You could actually stop here if you wanted to, but I'm not. So I'm gonna go in with the color Warmth, and it's just more of like a really warm orange. So I have these honey contacts that I wear, and anytime I wear like an orange eyeshadow, it makes my eyes pop. So that's why I've been wearing this orange palette here lately, because I love the way that it makes my eyes look. It just makes my eyes really pop and stand out. And I've never had that before because my eyes are so dark that they never really stand out. So I love that the oranges make my eyes stand out and pop a lot. So going in again, that Sigma E38. It's a beautiful brush. Just softening up those hard lines. So just like that. And then I'm going to start working in the outer crease of my eye. And because, like I said, I don't have a ton of real estate because I have hooded eyes, I'm going to use a smaller brush. But first I'm going to use this It Cosmetics brush. I'm going to wrap that Warmth down around under my eye. And then just blend and diffuse that out. Again, Warmth. Wrapping it down and around under my eye. I just love the way that this looks. It gives me like a beautiful, I don't know, it just like finishes and defines the eye so well. So then I'm going to use the color Cozy, and this is on a Morphe brush. I've actually really been loving this brush. I typically only use Sephora Pro brushes. I love them. They're incredible, really high quality brushes. But I haven't found one that's really small like this and still fluffy. So I've really been loving this M506 brush from Morphe. So then I'm just going to take this on this very outer corner and even wrap it down a little bit and really start to just work this into this outer corner here. So this is in the color Cozy. And then wrapping it down and around here. So just like that. And I like to kind of drag it out a little bit to make it more of like a cat eye. This eye shape over here is different than my other one because I've got like this pocket, or like, I don't know, something goes on in this eye where my eye looks more closed over here. I do have a bit of like a lazy eye too. As much as I hate to like really admit that, I have like a straight up lazy eye. But it's fine. That's what makes me different. Okay, so then, I'm gonna go back in with that E85. It's so funny, when I took my driver's license picture, you could really see my lazy eye in that picture, and it was because I was super tired. We were actually getting ready to leave to go on vacation that day, and my driver's license was expired, and I needed to help my husband drive to Florida, so I had to go and get my driver's license updated, and you can see my lazy eye, like, it's really apparent in that in that driver's license picture. So now I'm gonna have to have that for like, gosh, how often do you have to go get a driver's license? I'm gonna have to have that for like 8 years, I feel like, unless I just go and get my picture taken, which is ridiculous. I'm not gonna do that, so it's fine. I'll just look funny, a little bit funny in a driver's license picture for the next however many years. It's fine. Okay, so then I'm gonna take the color Flame that's in this palette. It's gorgeous. It's this one right here. So I'm taking Flame. It's a really like fiery, orangey, but almost has like a little bit of a red in it too. And then I'm spraying it with the Smashbox primer water. And then I'm going to take it, invert my brush, and place it on my lid. And this is literally what I've been doing every day for the last week or so. So just like that. So go in with a little bit more Flame. Spray it a couple of times. You just want to kind of get it damp. It doesn't need to be super wet, just damp. Invert it so you don't get any fallout. You can get really close to the lash line. Just like that. Okay, perfect. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of mascara on, and that's it, you guys. This eye over here always looks like it's not blended, but it's because I've got that like pouch of like thicker skin there. It drives me nuts. I don't know, you can like feel it's puffy right there. It's so weird, I don't know. Okay, so I've had that headband on and now my hair looks crazy. But I'm just gonna put a little bit of mascara on and then a lip, and I should be ready to go. Actually, I need to do something with these bangs real quick. I never do my bangs with my curling iron either, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get my flat iron out because that's not working for me. Okay, I'll just fuss with these bangs in a little bit. So the two mascaras that I've been using recently are the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir and the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. So I just love the way that these make my eyes look. It gives me like really thick full lashes, but also really long lashes too. So if you're having a hard time with mascara and you just can't seem to find the right one or the right formulation, start mixing them, because you will be able to create what it is that you're looking for most of the time with just a couple of different mascaras. So this one, I really love it because it actually has velvet pelt in it. So it gives you these really gorgeous, thick, dramatic eyelashes, really, but without looking cakey or thick or clumpy. It almost gives you like false eyelash, like a false eyelash effect. Gorgeous. I mean, look at the difference just between this side and this side. It's crazy. And then I like to go in with this telescopic, and I'll plant it and then plant it and twist. Plant and twist. And what this does is it goes in and it redefines those lashes and pulls them, stretches them a little bit longer. And I know people are probably like, what is this lady doing, if they're just hopping in right now. So just like that. And then I'm going to do the other side. Sorry, I'm not seeing very much. It's kind of hard to talk and do mascara at the same time, you know. I love the combination of these two mascaras though. This Velvet Noir is so great. It really just gives you like the most beautiful lashes. Really, you could just do this and stop and be totally fine. I just like that the, I don't like my eyelashes to look too thick or like too clumpy. So I like that the L'Oreal goes in and just defines everything a little bit better for me. This side is like my best side for eyelashes. You know, everybody has like a great side for brows. Everybody has like a great side for as far as like taking pictures. This is my great side for my eyelashes. So good. They're just so long over here. I don't know why they grow so much longer over here than they do on the other side. And they like stand up. They're just better overall on this side. And then I always use the L'Oreal on my bottom lashes because I don't want to, I try my best not to get mascara everywhere when I do my bottom eyelashes, but sometimes it just happens. And I feel like with the L'Oreal, I can just do a better job. Great. All right, you guys. I'm just going to spray it with a little bit of setting spray, but I do want to do my lip first. But before I do my lip, I have to brush my teeth. So there you have it. When these bangs get sorted out, everything's going to look so good. And I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching me do my makeup. And I hope you guys did your makeup while you watch this. It's just like girl time to kind of talk and just hang out together. Thank you guys so much who have been here from the beginning or from yesterday. Just thank you guys for choosing to come to this channel and hang out with me. In a world where you can choose to watch anybody, just thinking of you watching me really warms my heart. So I just want to say thank you guys so much, and you'll be seeing more of me, and I'll see you guys